This right here is not so much a YouTube video as much as it is a challenge. It is a personal challenge that I am challenging myself to do. Instead of taking my gains that I make on the internet and spending them or wasting them on toys and sneakers and cell phones and stuff like that, I am challenging myself to see if I can become the next YouTuber who takes money that they made on YouTube, reinvested into the stock market, and made such huge gains on that they were able to purchase a brand new car, using only the money that they made on YouTube based on capital gains. So basically, the challenge goes like this. My challenge to myself is to take $1,000 every single month made solely from the internet, to take it, put it into my Scottrade and my ING portfolios, and to take the capital gains from that money and purchase either a HELLCAT Jeep or a HELLCAT 300. Now, neither of those cars have come out yet, and the HELLCAT 300 hasn't officially been announced. The HELLCAT Jeep is coming, but the HELLCAT 300 has not been officially announced. My challenge to myself is to purchase one of those two cars using capital gains made solely from internet money, and to do so when one of the things comes out and it's available to purchase without paying the massive overages that I'm seeing being put on the Dodge Charger HELLCAT and the Dodge Challenger HELLCAT. So those are the rules. It has to be money only from the internet, money made from capital gains. It has to be a brand new HELLCAT, and I don't trade in either of my current existing cars towards the purchase of the HELLCAT Jeep or the HELLCAT 300. Those are the rules that I'm setting for myself. This video is a challenge, and this video is also, it's like an argument, I guess I could say, so that this way I don't have to keep typing long, angry replies to people who are criticizing me and don't understand why I do what I do on YouTube. Because the very simple fact of the matter is, whether you like my channel or not, I've grown by 1,000 subscribers within the last 2 months. When I made a video 2 weeks ago telling people to buy BLOZF, which is a company up in Canada which is making a marijuana breathalyzer, I did so, and that stock was below, I believe it was 0.19, and now it's up to 0.24. So I've already made a gain on the $1,000 that I've put into blows off alone. So now, once again, my challenge is to use $1,000 of disposable income every single month. And one of my rules for myself is to not use any of the $10,000 after taxes that I make every single month to purchase the car. So the money that I'm going to use has to be 100% internet money with capital gains. I think that's a fair enough challenge. It's better than these idiots who are stomping on the American flag and setting themselves on fire and throwing ice water over themselves. What do you think about this challenge? And I repeat, I will not trade in either of my two cars, and I won't use any of my personal money to help me. I'm going to make this 100% internet gains. And I think also, to be fair, all of the money that I made when I invested in Tesla in 2012, when it was like $30, or it was a little bit below $30, I refused to use any of that money to help make this purchase. So that means that I have 2 years, because I really think the Chrysler 300 HELLCAT will not come out until 2017. So I have about 2 years to pull this off. And I think that's a fair enough amount of time for an internet challenge. 2 years is a pretty long time, right?
Some of you are thinking, 24 months, 2 years, that's a long time. And if I simply take $1,000 a month and just save it in the bank, I'll end up with $24,000 plus interest. The thing about it is the HELLCAT Jeep, in my opinion, is most likely going to be $100,000, considering mine was closer to $70,000 when you factor in the interest. And I'm pretty sure the Hellcat 300 will be about $80,000. If not $80,000, it'll probably be about $70,000, because that's like $20,000 plus the $56,000 that it cost me to buy my car brand new. So if you're dealing with a car that's going to cost around $70,000 and another car that's going to cost around $100,000, or possibly a car that's going to cost $80,000, you know, $24,000 is nothing more than a down payment. So my thing is, can I take that YouTube cash and use the stock market to roll it into more than $24,000 plus the bullshit 2% or less interest that we're getting in the bank? When I was a kid in the 80s, interest was 10%. Now I'm watching all my money sitting in the bank and collecting barely anything. And I know a lot of you prefer to use investments instead of banks because you hate the banks and you'd rather invest than to have your money just sitting in a bank doing nothing. And on that, I'm with you, because there's pretty much no way I'd be able to simply buy a $80,000 or $100,000 car with, you know, just $24,000 of cash. That's just not enough. And I'd end up with a a finance payment of $60,000, which I'd have to pay myself, which would probably come out to about $650 a month. So that's the point of this challenge. The point of this challenge is to roll that YouTube money into $100,000. And that's Scottrade right there. So let's go and take care of this. I figure I'll start the challenge today instead of cheating and adding in days that I've already been here. So